Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Arif and today we will discuss about the impact of airport taxes to our country's economy. Firstly, what is the definition of airport taxes? Airport taxes is a tax levied on passenger for passing through an airport. The tax is generally paid for the use of the airport and is one of a number of taxes that are typically included in the price of an airline ticket. Airfare taxes, despite their name, are not collected by the airlines, airports, or any industry within the aviation business, but rather by the governments. These are the difficult times for Europe's airports and airlines, with the industry still struggling to shake off the effects of tumbling. There seems little relief at the individual state or at the EU level. In the time these policies and proposals continue to generate headlines, passenger departure taxes quietly continue to interfere the profitability of an airline network. While a number of EU states have made the decision to terminate the departure taxes, the Netherlands in 2009 and now Ireland in 2014. Through this video, we will discuss on how the effects of taxes on economic behavior are important for the revenue estimation, for the calculation efficiency effect, and for understanding short-term economic consequences. It is obviously shows that the societies don't benefit by air travel taxes. In the times of a government strictness budgets, aviation industry is a target for politicians and governments. A passenger tax is relatively benefit to the administrator. It is an easy win for governments, a quick money grab. The number of taxes levied on airlines and their customers is still growing, and many states fail to see the negative impact of the taxes will have on their economy in the long-term period. Such these taxes, the industry believes that it will have a negative effect by damaging economic growth and employment. The airline industry therefore faces a challenge to prevent the governments from the dangerous impact of air taxes on national economies. Fortunately, airlines can draw on a strong body of evidence both in terms of classic economic theory and real-world examples to press their government. In terms of successfully argue is two countries that stand out, which are Netherlands and Ireland. Netherlands cancelled its aviation taxes in 2009. This was after it was demonstrated that the tax had a negative impact on the national economy. While in Ireland, the departure tax of €3 disappeared or eliminated from April 2014, since the country has seen an economic boom, partly helped by the termination, among other incentives to boost economic competitiveness. Why and how the country will get affected from the taxes, or where is the passenger, where is the tourist? Passengers were driving across the border to neighboring airports in Belgium or Germany to avoid the airport taxes. Growing burden. Next question is, what is the impact of high airport taxes? The proposal for the new taxes continue to expand. The Norwegian government planned to introduce an air transportation tax. Such a move would have brought in 1 billion NOK for the government and a reason to help in the country's battle for a greener and cleaner environment. The government says it is a new climate tax, but it is actually a political big talk. It turned out for the government's need to find a new tax to balance the budget for the government. As a result, the consequence will make 10% increase in ticket prices for domestic flights. Under this circumstance, it will give a tough competition in this sector. It will make routes economically unviable and 5% drop in passenger number. Another example of a country is in Italy, 38% increase in its council tax levied on passenger. In New Zealand, a new border clearance levy for each person arriving and departing country on international flight has been in effect since 1st January. But why? How the tax will have a huge effect on economies? Because the increase of the cost travel and therefore will impact the demand. Second, it will impact the connectivity and the global economy. Third, it will reduce air connectivity, limiting business opportunities. And next is, it will bring a problem of a tax revenue losses arising from avoidance measurements such as passenger using other airports in neighboring countries. For an example, what people will say to the rises of such taxes is if they're planning a trip involving several airports or destinations in Middle East, of course, depending on the airports they fly into, they will be charged different tax amounts. For an example, they could check that Frankfurt is one of the most expensive airports, so they will try to avoid Lufthansa and Frankfurt. Next, the people will wondering if they could get a list of such taxes in order to plan their trip to the cheapest airport. For an example, they could find out that Istanbul is pretty cheap, so leaving from France to Africa, it's better to fly with Turkish than Lufthansa. Okay, next is what is the result or what is the advantages if the taxes is eliminated. In United Kingdom, on 2014, PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is a multinational professional services network headquartered in London, United Kingdom, the second largest professional services firm in the world and is one of the big four auditors, which on their report said that eliminating the air passenger duty would make the United Kingdom economy on net about $16 billion larger in the first 3 years following elimination. Some progress, with the APD on economy flights for children under 12 being abolished from May 2015, while on March 2016, APD for under 16 also was abolished. It has launched a consultation into plans to cut the amount charged by 50% between April 2018 and 2021. By reducing and eventually abolishing the tax, the Scottish Government get to attract more flights to airports in Glasgow and Edinburgh. Last year, Edinburgh Airport claimed a 50% reduction would lead to 3,800 new jobs by 2020 and $200 million economic boost to the country each year.